Ed Schultz, news and commentary from Las Vegas. Give me a minute on this. Wall Street. I thought Bernie Sanders won the debate last night, and I'm not just saying that because Bernie Sanders is my guy and I believe that he should be president of the United States. You have to look at the substance of what was focused on and how the debate was managed. Number one, Bernie was introduced last night on a platform to the American people at an exposure level that he has never had before. So I believe that his focus was to make sure that people know who he is. And from the opening statement, everybody's given their resume, and I wish Jim Webb would just shut up and go home. You know, at the end of the night, I thought Jim Webb was going to save the world. He's so good because all he could ever talk about was himself. Bernie Sanders from the start came out in the opening statement, didn't mention himself or his resume or who he is. He went right to the heart of the problem. He is an unselfish man, and he is a man who wants to have these problems addressed. And number one is Wall Street. Now, there was a discussion that erupted about Glass-Steagall. Hillary Clinton is not for the reintroduction and the reinstatement of Glass-Steagall, and I think that's wrong. Does Hillary want the commercial banks and the investment banks to continue on the way they want? And am I to believe that Hillary Clinton, who gets her money from Wall Street, is going to hire an attorney general who's going to go after the very people that are funding her campaign? That's not credible. That's not credible from the standpoint of where the money is, and it's not credible from the standpoint about not even wanting to implement Glass-Steagall again. I thought Bernie Sanders was very clear on this. Wall Street has corrupted our election process. Wall Street has corrupted the corporate media and the messaging in this country. And Wall Street is controlling this election. And when Bernie Sanders talked about a political revolution, he's talking about the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, the person that's going to give $5, $10, $15 and be part of the process. And of course, the revolutionary talk went totally over Jim Webb's head. You know, he's not talking about grabbing firearms and starting to clear the beach. Revolution means a type of politics that we have not seen in this country, and Bernie has elevated it to that. He's got over 1 million donors. He's at a record pace beyond Obama, although the mainstream media won't call it a movement. It is a movement and a political revolution that's happening in this country, and the focal point of it, of his campaign, is reconstructing Wall Street and reeling these robber barons in and making sure that these laws aren't broken and the middle class isn't gutted even further. That's what his campaign's about, and I think that's the message that came across, and if you check the tape, that's what got the most applause. The income inequality in this country starts on Wall Street. That's Bernie Sanders' campaign. I thought he was effective on that last night.